Hey, how's it going, guys? It is Wednesday, May 8th. I hope everyone had a great trading day today. So, today I want to try things a little bit differently, switch up the order on how I present the portfolio updates. So, I would like to just start with the portfolio breakdown, just go from beginning to end, and then finish with memes and shoutouts. So, I want to see, change the order of things and see how that affects metrics and all that. And I would love any feedback. If you guys have any, leave it down below in the comments. So let's take a look at the portfolio today. So today we are up a little bit to $92,234.34. So today we had a pretty, it was an all right day today. So we're up 13 bucks, 0.3% on the traditional. In the Roth IRA, we're up $49 or 0.36%. And in the main account, we were up 1.29% or $955 today. So today we have two new positions to kind of update on. So one, I couldn't hold back. I had to try doing an earnings play on Robinhood. So, I figured, I will kind of get used to and comfortable with certain option strategies that I don't usually try. And I'll try them as earnings plays. So if they hit, they'll go up in value. If they don't hit, I won't lose absolutely everything. And I'll get to learn how these options move over time. So I opened up these Robinhood spreads. So these spreads I sold to open the $22 call expiring on June 21st, and I bought to open $17 calls expiring on the same day. So I paid the difference of that spread. So the $2.20 minus 61 cents is equal to, the difference is $1.59 or $159. So I paid, my average is 155 or 155. So Robinhood, let's see how it's doing right now. So Robinhood seemed to have pretty great earnings as far as assets under management and deposits. So it had actually popped about 7%, 7% after hours, and it's kind of bleeding out. So I'm kind of thinking of leaving these spreads open for the rest of the week and to see how they perform. If I'm thinking of closing these maybe 30%, 50% profit if it happens right away. But we'll see. We'll see how the stock behaves over the week. But the bigger thing that I would like to update you guys is I officially sold covered calls on Palantir again. So today I opened 25 of these 37 contracts in the main account for a credit of $35 each contract. So net credit of $1,295. So that $1,295 or $1,300 went straight into the brokerage, into the buying power. So my individual cash is kind of like an injection, almost as if I had made a deposit into the account. And I did this in all three accounts. I opened up 5 covered calls in the Roth and 1 in the traditional. So the reason for this is because I have $24 cash secured puts expiring on the same day. So even if Palantir does pop early and it starts rising to 25 or above 25 and it's not even June yet, then I am happy because I have $24 cash secured puts that are going to start printing money. So the value of these puts are $5,600. So as Palantir goes up above $24, closer to the expiration date, that total return will go from right now which is a total return of 0 or $20. It'll start climbing to $4,000, $5,000, and I'll be able to close this out and get, have a very high net profit. Then at the same time, I can manage these covered calls and simply roll them. Just the same way I kind of showed you guys in another video. I could roll these out. I would roll these out to $30 to September. Or if it takes going to January, I'll have to do that. But that's kind of the new play that I'm adding onto the account. And by doing so, I was able to buy more shares as well. I bought 10 shares on this account. So let's take a look at what's going on in the Twitterverse. So today, I started off with this one here. So yesterday we had a 20% drop, almost. So I put, how do you sleep at night after almost a 20% drop in one day? Me, knowing Palantir customer count and top and bottom line is still growing, sleeping like this. I mean, look at that guy. And I added this as well. So as awesome as Palantir, Amit Investing, and Arnie Trezzi and others are at keeping us updated on all things Palantir, I think they would agree that us individual investors need to see the numbers for ourselves and not follow blindly. It's our personal responsibility. So for me, I'm looking at the numbers myself. I'm looking at the revenue, the net income. Those are the two main ones that I look at. And I want to make sure that these numbers are growing year over year. So net income of $110 million compared to, excuse me, net income of $96 million compared to last quarter. So seeing the net income rise, the revenue rise, and customer count rise faster than expected, I'm totally comfortable with this stock. I get to sleep at night knowing that things are good, looking good. All right, so this one, I started off with another day, another dip, and another $10, 10 shares to the stack. So I bought the dip this morning. Using the money from those puts that I sold. Not sure where I put that. Oh yeah, here it is. Not Mark Zuckerberg responded with, now that's what I'm talking about. So I put in the $700 I got from rolling those cash gear puts to work. So let's give a warm welcome to everyone who recently FOMO'd into Palantir. When you bought into Palantir for a quick flip, but ended up a cult member. Look at that guy. So sad. I mean, lots of people who think they're bag holding. I wouldn't call it bag holding. I would think more you turned into a long-term investor. Bag holding, I think, would be more for companies that are going down and down and down, and you really don't see a way out. So here is kind of what I added up. So all those covered calls that I sold, they turned into, it was about $1,500. There's a small account, 34. The Roth IRA, 170. And in the main account, almost 1,300. So that's money that went straight into the account. So I'm going to be using part of that money to close these out, hopefully, at a much cheaper price. And I keep the difference. This is me when Palantir is Palantir. And Deep Valley 47 go deep into the defense side of Palantir.
Not even true. So you make that joke.
It's a decent fallback, and the inability to adjust for the facts is highly concering.
Well, let's just say the knowledge of the words are too high for me right now, so I'm gonna just say no.
See, but that's not even true. So you make that joke.
I'll pass on my. No, I have no clue what you just said.
Really? I don't believe it.
Here's my question: if you found out that something that you were out there saying was not true, would you show remorse? Would you apologize for the fact that you
when
had
you say
lied?
remorse, you know what I'm saying?
I think it comes down to
Right.
Are you able to stand on facts and your own record?
Well, negotiations, right? Politics.
And we're out of time. It's a decent fallback, and
Honestly, I feel so lost when they're going deep into the weeds of this. So I try to absorb as much as I can, but I swear it just goes over my head. So I think that's next we'll do the shoutouts. So everybody here on this list, thank you for supporting the channel. If you want to make it to this list, just drop a comment down below and you'll make it to this list permanently. Unless you leave a mean comment afterwards and I might have to remove you. No, probably won't. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I hope you guys have a